And now, your first Alert 5 weather.
Welcome back on this Sunday evening. We actually have some weather to talk about. We're going to do a quick scan around the area and see what's going on. Woodland Park still have dry conditions. You can see people moving out and about on in their automobiles, just fine and dandy. And Cripple Creek as well. Still dry roadways, but looking pretty cloudy out there. Colorado Springs, we've had some virga much of this afternoon. That's precip that falls from the clouds that you can see, kind of a ragged bottom to the clouds, but it never reaches the ground. And you can actually see not only the camera shaking in the Springs and in Pueblo, but you can see virga going on in Pueblo as well. But I think Pueblo, you're talking about a windy night for tonight with a lot of clouds. Worst case scenario being just some sprinkles. A little different for the Springs and more significantly different for the Palmer Divide. Okay, here we go. First of all, we have red flag warnings in effect from Pueblo County south and east through Baca County. That expires at 8 o'clock tonight. The gusty winds, the low humidity. Sharp-eyed viewers will notice that not only yesterday did we have all those purple shaded areas west of the divide for a winter weather advisory, but now we've added a few going on from the Palmer Divide eastwards through Kit Carson County. This is for after 7 o'clock tonight until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, but the real window here is about 9 p.m. tonight until 3 a.m. during the overnight hours. We're going to zoom in on that area. That's the most interesting area weather-wise when you factor in the fact that everybody's going to see some wind, everybody's going to see colder temperatures tonight and tomorrow, but not everybody's going to see snow or accumulating snow. The Palmer Divide will. Two things to note about this zoomed-in radar. First of all, it goes from green to blue, which indicates a changeover from too warm to snow to cold enough to snow now. Secondly, a lot of this is virga, not reaching the ground, but eventually in the next couple of hours, areas in this part of the world will start to see it reach the ground and begin to accumulate north of Woodmore, north of Briargate, north of Eastonville later on this evening and overnight hours. Now for southeastern parts of the viewing area from Los Animas County through La Junta, Los Animas itself and Lamar, just some sprinkles, very brief light showers this evening into the early overnight hours. That's it. Pueblo, you'll be lucky if you see some sprinkles as well as Canyon City, and that's it. But you will see a lot of wind. 20 to 30, gusts up to 40 miles per hour, maybe even a few higher gusts. Then as you get to Colorado Springs, it gets a little more interesting. Snow showers, after the rain showers later on this evening change over to snow showers, maybe a coating on the car tops. This is all related to a storm that's moving northwards up into Canada, trailing cold front with it. This looks a lot like yesterday's hour by hour at this point. Cold air pushing in, forcing that front through, and we're just getting the moisture along the frontal boundary. So let's go through time. 7:30 this evening, not a whole lot of accumulation yet, but it's beginning to in Woodland Park and in Monument. Might be a little aggressive for Monument at 5.7 by 3 a.m., but we're talking about several inches of heavy wet snow during the overnight hours. So here's the bottom line. Wind for all tonight and tomorrow. Snow for the Palmer Divide, 3 to 5 slushy inches, mostly car tops, grassy surfaces. No accumulation for Colorado Springs and spotty light rain to the south. Meanwhile, I want to show you briefly the temperature change that's coming our way. Notice how it's on the plus side in the plains, but it's negative 17 and 16 over this time yesterday. Quick check of the winds. They're going to be between 20 and 30 miles per hour this evening and overnight, so that might wake you up. And it'll continue between 20 and 25 miles per hour throughout the day on Monday. So even when the snow departs overnight tonight, it's still going to be a blustery cold day on Monday. Meanwhile, here's your forecast. Tomorrow, blustery and colder. We give it a 1 because of the early morning commute. Meanwhile, first day of spring, bright and dry. Wednesday, 60, 70 on Thursday. For Pueblo, no moisture tonight or tomorrow, and then warming up by the middle of the week.
All right, that was a quick show. See you in a half hour.